power of storytelling is almost beyond words. On the other hand, since this is an educational video about the power of storytelling, I should try to find the words. Perhaps I can find the words in the stories I have heard. In grade school, I learned that before man had the means to write, he told stories. The history and knowledge of man was passed down from one generation to the next. And then, about 5,000 years ago, the Sumerians are believed to be the first to put language, the spoken word, into writing. What followed were scrolls and finally books. But about 1450 AD, Johannes Gutenberg invented the Gutenberg Press. His invention made printing of books possible in mass quantities, thus enabling the stories previously told or transcribed by hand to be printed for the educated and rich to read. Today, we publish about 1 million new books every year and have the internet with more than 634 million websites posted. In 2012, it was estimated that 144 billion emails were sent on the average day. Think of an email as a short story. So storytelling is actually bigger than ever, even with all our modern technology. Here's my question to you. Are you telling your story? Your story could be worth millions of dollars. J.K. Rowling banked a jaw-dropping $300 million over the course of just 1 year. Now, I don't want to focus on writing a best-selling novel. I want to focus on you and your story. Brendan Bouchard turned the story of his involvement in an auto accident into a multi-million-dollar business. One of my favorite storytellers is Nicholas Wojcik, a preacher, motivational speaker with tetraamelia syndrome. That means he was born without arms or legs. Then there was Joni Eareckson Tada, who tells her story from a wheelchair about how she learned to be an artist painting with the paintbrush held between her teeth. So, what's your story? Are you telling it in such a way that people want to listen to what you have to say? Let's go back to Brendan Bouchard for a moment. Lots of people have had car accidents, but not many have turned it into a $1 million plus business. I believe the difference is in the reaction. Brendan tells how he survived the accident and his thoughts immediately after the crash as he stood on the hood of the car looking up at a full moon while his blood was pooling at his feet, and he asked himself 3 questions. Have I lived? Have I loved? Have I mattered? What are you doing with your story? Join me in our current Real Hope anthology. Here's how. 1. Select your story. You don't have your own. You can build around someone else you admire with a captivating story. What are the major points of your story? What happened? What obstacles did you have to overcome? How did you overcome them? What principles did you learn to utilize on your way out? How did you make the application? How can I learn and grow from your experience? Then 2, develop your follow-up products and services. They can be video training series, workshops, coaching, consulting. But number 3, tell your story. Write a book, start a blog, and then promote your story. Do it with a managed media marketing, such as doing website SEO, social media marketing, radio and TV interviews, and speaking engagements. If you will join me on our current best-selling anthology, we will walk you through a good portion of this whole process. We will coach you through this story development process. We will interview you on American Hope Talk Radio. We'll make a podcast of your interview that you can turn into a CD. We'll transcribe your interview. We'll publish your 100-page book for Amazon. We'll make a promotional video so that you can turn that into a DVD. We'll transcribe your interview for your chapter in our best-selling anthology, and of course we publish your 100-page written book. So call me today. The number is 1-855-574-HOPE. That's 1-855-574-4673. Let us help you tell your story, give yourself the credibility that you need to to really turn your writing into a full-time business.